Hello, Jeanne Omlor here. I'm a little bit late with my live. I was busy signing a client up, to be honest. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the emotional secret of how I got to 100K months. And it's not what you think. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a second and see if anybody turns up. And if you want to plug yourself in this live, go ahead, tell people what you do. Okay, so the emotional secrets of how I got to 100K months are the following. When I realized that being myself was my biggest value, and I stopped hiding and I stopped trying to be like other people, that is when my business started to completely explode. So the secret is that, here's some notes here. This is what you do to get to your real goal is there's all the technical stuff that I do, of course. You know that I coach people to get to 0 to 6 figures or 6 figure to 7 figures if they're a coach or service provider. But what people don't know about me is a large part of how I got there was an emotional shift. And the emotional shift, I'm just looking for my notes, is that you've got to have the mindset that you're okay just the way you are. In fact, you're better than okay. You're gold. Now, this is the thing. No one on this earth has your story. And yet we have a lot of people who are running around trying to be somebody else. They're trying to be what they're not. But actually, what's really going to get them where they want to go is being themselves, is to be yourself. Now, when I understood this, and I even I always want to look good like online, but when I understood this and I'm like taking photos of myself with no makeup and I don't care, what I realized is nobody cares whether you're perfect. Nobody cares whether you're put together every single time. Of course, we all want to look good, but no one really cares because the only thing that people care about is they just care that you're going to help them and that you care about them. That's all they care about. And when you can convey this by being yourself and embracing who you are, that is when everything opens up. Because when you're not coherent or aligned with who you are, it is very hard to get people on board. It's very hard to get followers. It's very hard to get clients because people feel that there is a lack of realness going on. And all people want is they just want reality. They want real. They want to see somebody in front of them who's just a real person, who has foibles, who has huge flaws, who's a bumbler. Now, the funny thing is, when I started admitting publicly that I am actually a bumbler, I've always been known as a bumbler. I mean, I'm that clumsy person that will knock things over and, I'll have a drink of wine and then there'll be wine all over the table. So the fact is, when I started embracing who I am, people feel that I'm not hiding. I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending I'm somebody I'm not. I don't even want to be somebody else. And I used to be that person who wanted always to be somebody else. So the secret to really building your brand and getting followers and getting people to pay you high ticket, because that's what I do, by the way. By the way, if you want to talk to me about that, I work with coaches and service providers who are visionaries, and I get them from 0 to 6 figures or from 6 figures to 7 figures in not a lot of time. But how I started getting more clients was part of you is your brand online. And yeah, I can do that. And I could do that even, showing up imposter syndrome and sort of trying to be other people, which I didn't really do. I more hid. So when I started just talking about like who I really am and yeah, I'm tired sometimes and sometimes I'm depressed actually. And I started admitting that because that is what people were hearing and they were thinking, wow, she's a human being. She's not pretending she's this person. I'm a millionaire now. I'll just say it. It's really weird because recently I realized I'm a millionaire and I thought, wow, I'm a millionaire. But, I'm the same person. I'm still a bumbler. I still have children who disobey. I still, we all have problems. But it struck me the other day. I thought, crap, I never thought that. Well, I thought it would happen, but it's happened. And guess what? I am the same exact person that I was yesterday or a few months ago before this happened. So if you really want to get a following, hey, Carol, if you really want to get a following, you really want to make it happen, just be yourself. And also, don't be okay with yourself. Be Be fantastic that you're yourself. Because let's face it, ladies,